And as soon as we did that, we seen two students. One was in first grade, the other one was in kindergarten. And they're running in the rain, trying to figure out a way to get in. Well, hello, school counselors and school counselors to be. Thank you guys so much for coming to my channel, The Inspiring School Counselor. I hope you guys are having a great day today. And as you can already tell from the title below, we're going to be doing a Talk It Out week review where I'm going to be sharing with you guys the ins and outs and what I did this week, whether it's 504s, individual counseling, small groups, whole groups, lessons, all that and above. And so you're going to want to stick around and listen to the different things that I get into. If you have not subscribed, I encourage you to subscribe, and I also encourage you to hit that notification bell so that you can be notified every time that I upload a video. Okay, you guys, let's get into this week. So this week, my Monday morning started off with getting an evaluation done by my principal. Yes, y'all, it's about that time of year once again to get evaluations done, and so my principal just thought it was just best to schedule it nice and early. So we had that at 8:30 Monday morning, and I was actually happy to get that out the way because it's just best to just first thing, I don't have to be thinking about it all day. And so I was able to get that done. And what I really love about my principal is that she's just so laid back and down to earth. Like all those nerves and stuff that I had before, like being anxious about it and just don't know what to expect, by the time I met with her, it was just like, girl, relax. So I was just happy to get that out the way that Monday morning. And I'm actually going to be doing a video pretty soon that's going to be talking about that process and just giving you guys just some different things of what to expect. And there were some things that I even learned doing my school counseling collaborations this past month that just shed light the importance of just knowing how your evaluation should be conducted. I'm going to be getting more into that in another video, so you're going to want to look out for that one. So I was able to get that evaluation done, and the next thing that I was able to do Monday is just work on my requisition form. And so as a school counselor, and I think I talked about this before, depending on your school district and how much money they allocate to school counselors will determine, what are some things that you're able to get for your students and also to help your school counseling program. So in the school district that I am in, school counselors get about $1,000 to spend per year. And so you're able to, spend it on activities, lessons, even some different type of like counseling tools. Like I've showed you guys in videos before how I showed you the Mimi doll and the doll house and sand tray. I'm able to spend money on those things so that the students are able to use that. Now those items was here before I even was in this position, so congrats to the school counselors before that, seen that as a very good counseling tool to use for students, and it is. So I'm able to reap the benefits of that, of using those items. But that's basically what it is that you can do with your school counselor money. And so with that being said, I had to put together some things that I needed for my small group. So I need to really get small group lessons and stuff, and so I was able to get that. I'm also going to be spending it on some things that I need for the school store whenever we decide to get that up and running. And so I'm going to be getting some different toys and things to put in there for the kids to be able to earn. So I had to work on that. I also did a whole group check-in like I do every morning, or almost every morning, with my pre-K and kindergarten students. So I was able to do that. And I also had to file a suspected child abuse report because talking with another student, just the story wasn't adding up. Even when the student would talk to different individuals, it just wasn't adding up. And so we just thought it was best to go ahead and file this report. And so I had to work on that on Monday. And also I actually delivered a lesson to first graders this week. I actually had collaborated because, as you guys know, I've mentioned this plenty of times, but just in case you're first time watchers, I am not in the related arts rotation to do lessons, and so therefore this year I don't have to worry about doing lessons. But I still know that lessons are a beneficial part and a big part of a school counseling program, just to make sure that you're able to touch every student. So this month I really wanted to make sure that I was intentional about delivering lessons to each grade level, and we have pre-K through second grade. And so with that being said, I talked to my related arts team to see if any of them would mind if I would come the first 10 to 15 minutes to deliver a lesson to the students. And gratefully, all of them did not mind. And so I was able to deliver lessons this week. And so the lesson pretty much focused on bullying and knowing the difference, whether it's bullying or whether it's just somebody being mean or rude. I just realized that we had a lot of cases where students have not been keeping their hands to themselves. They've been feeling like it's okay to hit others. And so I wanted to take, instead of just focusing on those individual students that have been hitting others, I just wanted to give a lesson that's going to be able to reach every student. And I kind of wanted to be proactive in talking to the students about bullying and what to expect and what it looks like and the things that you should not be doing. And so I was able to start those lessons Monday. So that's what I did Monday, and for the most part, it was just meeting with students, attendance, all those different type of things. Tuesday, I was able to meet with my principal, and I had to actually meet with my principal with 2 other students because, once again, we had a hitting case where one student thought it was okay to go and punch another student. And so my principal likes when I am also involved in those so that I can provide the counseling necessary to those particular students. And so I was able to be in that meeting with my principal. And I also had to meet with the special education teacher to get some forms for occupational therapy. I had some individual counseling that I had to do. Of course, I delivered a bullying lesson to first graders, and then I had talked to some teachers about attendance, how the students were doing, what students needs to be on my radar, and all those different type of things. So I was able to talk to those teachers concerning that. I also had to meet with the DCS workers. So the case that I put through, I think it was Monday when I filed that child abuse report. But the next day, DCS worker came out, and so they just wanted to talk to me and give them the necessary things so that they can go and check on the student and the parents and all that stuff. So that was pretty fast. Like, as soon as I filed the report, the next day somebody came out. So Wednesday I had to meet with my principal, and I actually was talking to her about a student that has been really showing some aggression, and just trying to find ways that we can help that student out. So I decided to make counselor passes so that whenever this student feels like they're getting mad or angry or frustrated, that student can use that counselor pass to come to my room. And so I was able to get all that together, and I was able to get the okay from my principal to be able to do that. And so as soon as I got those done, it was as soon as we implemented it. The student was really happy about getting those passes. And so I just look forward to seeing how those are going to work, or is it something else that I need to incorporate? So I'll keep you guys updated on that. Then I was able to get 2 other students. They're actually brothers. And I try to work with them in the mornings times just to do check-ins with them. And so usually when I bring them to my room, we'll play like a game together, and then we'll engage in talking and stuff like that. And so I was able to pull them and just see how they were doing. Thursday, I actually had to complete my evaluation because something took place on Monday to where I wasn't able to complete the whole thing, but we were able to meet back on Thursday to complete it, and that went really well. And so that's what I did Thursday. I also had to provide resources to 2 students on Thursday because this particular day, it was for one cold outside and it was raining. And so usually when the last bus usually drops off the students about 7:50, and then we're, ready to go. And so we didn't see no more buses, so we closed the doors and it's time to go on about our day. Well, this bus driver came, I guess they were there about maybe 8 something. And so thankfully, we were in my room, and my principal actually came to my room to check because it was raining so bad to where it was starting to flood into my room. And so we all were in my room and we're looking at the door trying to figure out, what was going on with my floor. And as soon as we did that, we seen 2 students. One was in 1st grade, the other one was in kindergarten, and they're running in the rain, trying to figure out a way to get in. Both of them are drenched with water. And one of the little girl said that she slipped in the water, and they were bus riders. And so we were just like confused because, for one, we were surprised that the bus driver decided to just drop them off, knowing good and well that they couldn't get into the building. And these kids were just outside trying to figure out how to get in. And I always say it was nobody but the Lord that allowed us to be in my room at the right time, looking out the door, looking out the window at the right time, being able to see those kids out there. So as soon as they came in, I had to actually, figure out what their shoe sizes were because their shoes were drenched. And then I was able to take them up to the nurse. And I actually had clothes for them, but the nurse also keeps clothes for them. So we were just able to just let them get clothes from the nurse. And I just was there with them. Then I walked them to the cafeteria, made sure they had food, took them back to my room, and yeah, that's pretty much how my Thursday went. So it was very eventful that first part of the day, but I was happy that I was able to help those students out. And then Friday, it was just a day where I was doing teacher assistant things, like I talked to you guys in the last video, and so I was able to do that. And then when that was done, I just did emails and calls and getting things situated and worked out. So that's pretty much how my week went, you guys. So if I had to pick a jewel this week, it would be being able to help those students that were caught up in the cold rain, and giving them the necessary things that they needed so that they can be warm. And so yeah, I would say that's my jewel because those poor babies, they were drenched. So that is pretty much my week. I hope you guys enjoyed listening. Thank you guys so much for coming by. If you have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe, and also make sure you hit that notification bell so that you can be notified every time that I upload a video. I will see you guys next time.